Okay, today is Thursday, June 2nd, 2016, here on the Rich Van Tassel channel. Right now, we are continuing with our finals preview, and we are discussing a player focus. And for this one, it's going to be LeBron James. Um, like we said the other day when we were talking about Amon Shumper as well as Andrew Bogut, the players that are more the role players, the reserves, and the key roles they're playing is what I usually like to do for the player focus. However, I think LeBron James, it's very important to discuss him in this series. Number one, it's big for LeBron James's legacy. Can he win a championship with another team? Can he avoid another finals loss? Again, I'm never too critical of a finals loss because I don't punish guys for losing in the finals. To me, it's more of accomplishment to lose in the finals than to lose in the first round. But at the end of the day, if you lose in the playoffs, you lose in the playoffs. A series loss is a series loss regardless of where it is. But most importantly, with this finals, or another note on that, I find it very impressive when a guy can win a finals and a championship with more than one team. It's one of the reasons I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest player over Michael Jordan, because Kareem was able to win a championship in two different locations. You don't see many great players able to accomplish that feat. Shaq was able to do so. He won three with the Lakers, won one with the Miami Heat. Dennis Rodman, depending on how much of a great player you want to put him in, he's certainly a Hall of Famer. He won two with the Pistons, won three with the Chicago Bulls. So there are certainly guys who have done it, but it's not necessarily very common to see in the league. With LeBron James, though, I think for Cleveland to be able to win this series, he has got to be the best player on the court. Now, you have Steph Curry, who I believe is the better player and has shown that this season. Of course, he's the unanimous MVP. But LeBron James certainly has the potential to be the best player on the court in any series he plays, in any game he plays. So looking at LeBron James for the playoffs this year, he's averaging just under 38 minutes at 37.9. His scoring average has dipped from what it was during the regular season, from 25.3 to 24.6 points, so not really much of a drop off. And remember, Cleveland was hammering some teams early on, especially Atlanta. Detroit, they were playing a close series, so they needed to log LeBron James some more minutes. But against Atlanta and some of those blowouts against the Toronto Raptors, he obviously didn't need to be in the game that much, and his point production did not need to be there. Now, you'd say, well, he's averaging more minutes at 37.9 than 35.6 in the regular season. Yeah, of course, but you're always going to average more playoffs or more minutes in the playoffs than opposed to the regular season. He stepped up his rebounding game, however, 8.6 to 7.4. That's been very impressive, and 2.2 of an assist from 6.8 to 7, even for the playoffs this year. So he's raised his numbers in that regard. His shooting percentage has also gone up. He shot .520 during the regular season. He's shooting .546 in the playoffs. 30.9% from three, so we'll say 31 in the regular season, 32.2 here in the postseason. So we've seen his numbers elevate. And I think that he has the matchups either against Andre Iguodala, against Harrison Barnes especially. If they put Draymond Green on LeBron James, I think that would certainly benefit Golden State and make it much more difficult for LeBron James, but that will free Kevin Love. So a lot of the moving parts with LeBron James in this series are what can make the difference for Cleveland. And like we said, LeBron James is just that good of a player, and all the storylines about not losing another finals, can he finally get a championship for the city of Cleveland that hasn't won a championship in any sport since 1964? It's certainly a lot of pressure on LeBron James. He's been to the finals now 6 straight times, only won 2 of them, and he's lost the last 2 finals he's been in. So I would certainly not be disappointed if the city of Cleveland got a championship. I am not a LeBron James hater. Even as a Celtics fan, I've never been a LeBron James hater. I hold him, in the utmost respect. Well, maybe not the utmost. I don't like floppers very much, even though I like James Harden. And LeBron James has been a notorious flopper and a bit of a whiner his entire career. I think he gets a few too many calls than he needs. But beyond that, I don't, hold a decision grudge against him or anything of that matter. So we're gonna see what LeBron James will do. Will he come out and be looking to force the issue offensively? Will he let the game come to the rest of his teammates, be a distributor, and do that as he normally plays? I think it'd be much more advantageous to the Cavaliers if LeBron James comes out aggressive, he's looking to score. And will he, who will he draw defensively? Will you put him on Steph Curry? Certainly, I would expect that you would have to see LeBron James on Curry, especially in big moments of close games. I would put him on, maybe not as much as possible, but I would certainly have LeBron James be switching on to Steph Curry a lot in this series. I think he can really shut him down. So that'll be something to look forward to in this one. But LeBron James has got to be the best player on the court for the Cleveland Cavaliers to win this series. All right, so that is that for the player focus. LeBron James, looking at the importance of this series for him, bringing a title to Cleveland, not being a finals loser yet again. And, what will he come out? Will he be aggressive offensively? Will he be the distributor he usually is and then try to finish the game late? Who does he mark up? How often will he be on Steph Curry? And more importantly, who does Golden State put on him? Will it be Draymond Green? Will it be Harrison Barnes? Will it be Andre Iguodala? Obviously, Iguodala and Barnes will draw a lot of the assignments, but how much will Draymond Green be on him? I would expect to see it, especially in close games, the same way we talked about LeBron James being on Steph Curry in close game situations. I would expect the same thing with Draymond Green being on LeBron James. So we're going to come back in a little bit and give you our series prediction. I know that's what you've all been waiting for, so we'll just stay tuned for a couple minutes and we'll be on for that. So remember, we appreciate all subscriptions. Thank you very much.